I am trying to test out a new location today, so please bear with me while I adjust the microphone. And I don't have a lot of time in my day to pull together a podcast, but we do it because I think that it needs to be done, and what needs to be said can't be said anywhere else. So that's why we do this. So welcome to episode 36 of Activist Collective. As you can see, I have taken more notes. Today is the day after Shit for Brains signed the bill to release the Epstein files. Okay. That said, Pam Bondi just released a new statement, and she said, where is it? Oh, sorry. Pam Bondi said, new information obtained by investigators has prompted her to reverse her decision to close the Epstein case 4 months ago. And when asked what that info was, guess who couldn't come up with the information? We told you so. We knew this. We knew this was going to happen. She's opening an investigation, which then locks the Epstein files from being viewed by the public. I don't know if they're going to find a way around this. I have no idea. But that's the newest information out. Pam Bondi has reopened an investigation using the Epstein files as her evidence. So, I'm sorry, this is a new setting for me and everything is kind of different. Bear with me. I'm so sorry. On the topic of Pam Bondi, Glenn Thrush, who is a DC reporter, said, he posted this message. He said that the new information obtained by investigators would not be disclosed to the people. And Greg O'Lear reposted Glenn Thrush's post about the reopening of the Epstein files. And he said, Glenn O'Lear, who's an author, said, quoting him, Bondi is very dangerous now. Once the Trump regime collapses, she's likely going to wind up in prison, and I suspect she knows this. She does know this, friends. She is a federal prosecutor and has been for a long time. There's no part of this that she doesn't understand. What she's doing is illegal. She's completely making shit up on the fly to appease one dictator, and she's aware of it. She's using her power to illegally, criminally charge people, to lie and hide evidence, to cover up evidence. Pam is going to fucking jail. Feel free to go to Pam Bondi's Twitter account and in the comment section of every lying fucking post, say, Pam, you're going to prison. Let that bitch know. You're going to prison, Pam. It's like they had their eyes closed during the first Trump administration and they didn't see what happened to everybody. It's like they didn't see that. And I'm going to tell you something. We're going to make so certain that when this regime collapses and the Democrats take back control of Congress, we are going to make so sure that the laws are changed and codified so that no man like Donald Trump can ever again get his greasy, grubby, sleazy fucking hands on our Constitution ever again. Ever again. And any elected politician who refuses to do the work that we demand of them, which would be to create these laws and codify them, you are out on your ass. And the American people will make sure of it, because Donald Trump, you did not win that election. You fucking stole it. You are illegitimate and you shouldn't fucking be here. You shouldn't be here. Donald Trump stole the White House. He stole this country. He's ruling by force. He is ruling outside of democracy, democratic rules and policies and procedures. He's creating law with executive order. We don't do that. That's not what we do. And nobody should be following these laws because they're not laws. He's silencing First Amendment rights. He's violating Fourth Amendment rights. Anyway, I'm going to go off on a tangent. Pam Bondi to jail. You're going to jail. I don't know when, but hopefully very, very soon. Hopefully, look at how young you are. Look how young you are and healthy. You're going to be living a long time behind bars. I hope that it is so painful for you. I hope that your family has to look at you through glass fucking windows for the rest of your life. I doubt it'll be that long, but man, is that going to be a beautiful sight to see Pam Bondi in orange. Yes, get used to orange is the new black. Start brushing up on what prison is like for women. Pam, you're going to have to be in solitary. You're going to have to be in solitary because so many people hate you. Anyway, okay, topic 2. Topic number 2. Zohran Mamdani is supposed to meet Donald Trump at the White House, and I fear for him because I feel like it's a trap. It's the same type of trap that they set with Volodymyr Zelensky, Ukrainian president. Same kind of trap. They're going to get him there, try to trap him into making, egregious statements, and if he doesn't answer correctly, they're going to attack. They're going to pile on. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how he handles it. I don't think anybody could handle it as good as him. So I'll be waiting. I don't even know. I left work for lunch to do this. So I don't know if that's even happened yet. I don't think it has. But it's supposed to be today. Today, Thursday, November 20th. It's almost noon. So on the topic of Zohran Mamdani, there is a satirical page on Twitter, okay? And they have been posting satirical shit about Zohran. And it has been checking the IQ of these fucking Trumpers like I've never seen before. I mean, the dumbest of the fucking dumb are coming out of the woodwork. This one post said that Zohran Mamdani is forcing New York elementary schools to learn Arabic numerals. If you don't already know, friends, the numbers that we use, 0 to 9, are Arabic numerals. We've always used Arabic numerals. But again, the IQ of a typical MAGA is like 4. So they don't know this, and my God, they are freaking the fuck out on this post. Let me read you some. First of all, I saw Laura Loomer in there, and Laura Loomer says, you know things are bad when you can't tell if this is real or a joke. Laura, please, God, someone send this to her. Laura, only you wouldn't know because you're dumb. Because you clearly don't know that we already use those numbers, or you wouldn't even have said that. Because you do know. If you know that fact about us, you wouldn't make that statement. So I know that you're dumb and you don't know that. That's what I know, Laura. You're fucking stupid. But Joey Salads, a verified account, says Sharia law is next. Blake O'Shea, a verified account, says, no, American numerals only, not terrorist numerals. Okay, Blake O'Shea. And Joshua Roberts, a verified account of 2K followers, says the Islamification of New York begins. Heather Bear AMC, another verified account, says, and so it begins. Trey Smart, whom I commented and said, hey, Trey, we need to change your name to Trey Not So Smart, said, this is bullshit. This asshole needs to be removed from office immediately. Somebody on there said, oh, we need to call the president right now. I mean, holy shit. Connor Babay, Bobay, asked Grok, So it says at Grok. Yesterday you said this wasn't true. Is it still not true? Or is it actually happening? Oh my God, they're so dumb. Okay, so 3-Year Letterman is a verified account with 470K followers. And he said, disgusting. American kids should be taught American numbers. Oh my God. 470,000 followers. You are so dumb. I'm telling you, the IQ of a typical MAGA is literally 4. You are all incredibly dumb. I fear for satire accounts, not fear for them. I have fear because of them, because they post such wackadoodle shit that not everybody, most of us know is true. But these people, friends, are so dumb that they go out of their head crazy angry over this fake shit. They go crazy. I don't know what they'll do. Okay, so Chansu Bayon says, is this fucking legal? I mean, I guess it is, since we've been doing it since the beginning of time, you dumbass. Duke of Kimbricky says, they should be learning Roman numerals or nothing. I mean, that's going to take a lot of retraining, Duke. Cakes 207216. Verified account with 6 followers said, we tried to tell them, but they did it anyway. Good luck. Goodbye to most of your freedoms. I mean, like, they only care about the freedoms being afforded to them and not about the freedoms being ripped away from other Americans. Not a single fuck given about the violating of rights of immigrants or American citizens and their First Amendment right. Not a care in the world that those are being violated. Their literal blinders are on. As long as they are fine, they don't care. And to be honest, I'm surprised they can read and write with the level of stupidity it takes to think what this poster just said. The level of stupidity is, I mean, confounding. Is it not, friends? MAGA's inability. Oh my God. I run out of words for how stupid they are because I've said them all. I've said all the words. All the words have been said. Hold on. I want to talk about something else. Okay. Something kind of it is a big deal. RFK Jr. is not a medical professional. He has no medical license. He's not a doctor. Even Dr. Oz has no business, meddling in CDC information. But the CDC government website, as of today, was updated. And the bullet points says that the link, it's oh my God, I'm trying to find the words. It is not affirmatively linking autism to vaccines, but it is not affirmatively. Here's what it said. The bullet points on the page say, quote, vaccines do not cause autism is not an evidence-based claim because studies have not ruled out the possibility that infant vaccines cause autism. Friends, vaccines and a link to autism has been one of the most widely studied topics, theories. It is one of the most widely studied, and this dumbass has got people at the CDC making such bold claims and lies. Doctors around, friends, this is what brings me peace, okay? This is what brings me peace. The United States is a country, and yes, powerful as it may be, the global community of doctors and scientists around the world agree that there is no link to autism via vaccine. Okay? The global community of medical professionals and scientists who have studied this as one of the most widely studied theories, right? And they have all found literally no link. They've studied the vaccine and the body's reaction to the vaccine, and they have found zero link to autism. So that's what brings me, what brings me a little bit of peace is knowing that the global community still exists, and Donald Trump cannot shut them up. RFK cannot shut them up, but I need the global community of scientists to speak out against this man, against the United States for pushing such egregious misinformation. This is horrible. This is terrible. What are American insurance companies going to do now with this information? What are they going to do now? I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm getting worked up. I get worked up a lot, as you can tell. So that is now on the vaccine website for the CDC, the government website. What else did I put? What else did I write down? Okay, let's take a break for a second. I'll find out what our next topic is here. So the next thing I want to talk about is what happened in Dearborn, Michigan, which is literally 10 minutes down the road from me. Okay. Dearborn is a city full of Muslims. It is a town in Dearborn. It is the main religion in Dearborn. It has been this way since I have ever known it to be. It is where they, people of Arab descent have come together and they live, and they're not all Arab. I know plenty of Christians who live in Dearborn too, but they also love and respect their neighbors and their neighbors' religions. But it is a target for people who want to scare Americans, and they're scaring Americans using the Mamdani 1, Muslims are coming, Sharia law is on its way, which is such bullshit. This is the proof that the Christian nationalist movement is afraid to lose control. And so they're using scare tactics to try to scare their dumbass voters. Again, remember, IQ of 4, to scare them that Sharia law, and I told you in some of those comments, Sharia law is coming. That's what they believe, friends. And Dearborn is the perfect target for them. It's the perfect target. And so what happened was, and I got this information courtesy of Distill Social. So I want to thank Distill Social for running this video so full of information. I'll repost it on my TikTok and Instagram so you guys can watch it. In Michigan, there's a man by the name of Anthony Hudson running for governor. Okay. And he came to Dearborn and he wanted to stop Muslims from taking over the city. Look, Muslims have already taken over Dearborn. We let them. Well, not let them, but they wanted it that way, and nobody ever said anything. Fine. Move your whole family in. Put your churches here, because that's how we are in Michigan. There's only a handful of assholes like Anthony Hudson that have a problem with it, and they just want to scare you. They find the dumbest man alive to run for office who will say the most horrific shit. So what Anthony Hudson did was he was scooped up into the hate groups, and they said, look, we'll help you target Dearborn. And they brought along Jake Lang and all of these people who would help him descend upon the city and spew hatred. And they tried to burn a Quran, and when they couldn't burn the Quran, they rubbed bacon on it. Like, are you fucking 2? Are you fucking 2 years old? This is crazy. America, please spread the word. Sharia law is not coming. The only law that we need to be afraid of is Christian nationalism, forcing the people of a certain religion or of no religion to practice Christianity and or die if you don't. That is Sharia law under the name of Christian nationalism. Christian nationalism literally is Sharia law. Do you understand that? Christian nationalism espouses the exact same things that Sharia law does. And nobody wants Sharia law here. We certainly don't want Christian nationalism either. But these people are so wicked and dirty, and because when Zohran Mamdani won, they turned it up a notch. They were like, oh, we can use this. Oh, we can use this. We can scare people into jumping on board with our alt-right Christian nationalism. And that's what they're doing. That's what Anthony Hudson, the dude running for governor in Michigan, is doing. And that's why that's why the groups that helped Anthony Hudson invoked the help of the January 6th rioter, Jake Lang. Okay? I need you guys to understand that none of that will ever happen. No Sharia law will ever happen. But what will happen is Christian nationalism, which again, we should be more afraid of. Because the reality of that is actually much closer than it has ever been. And they have been fighting to make the country a Christian nationalist country since the 70s. Since the 70s. And they are finally approaching that goal if we don't shut it down. So that's what I want to say on that topic, friends. Jake Lang, you're a fucking moron. You're a moron. And that kid punched you in the face, and you never deserved something so much in your whole life than that fucking punch in the jaw. You deserved it. Okay, friends, last topic before I let you guys get out of here for enjoying it, whatever you do. I don't know if enjoy is a word we want to use anymore, because I don't enjoy really shit. Is ICE. Okay, I've been watching. I have been heartbroken. I have been sad. I have cried with America. I have been filled with absolute rage. Absolute rage. Like, I don't know what I will do if I ever come across ICE in my community. I'm going to go to jail, because I'm going to put myself between an immigrant and ICE. I'm going to say, arrest me first. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to hurt anybody, but I'm going to put myself between them if they show up in my community. And I'm going to do so because it will perhaps save somebody else from having their parent torn away from them forever. And that's what I feel like Americans should be doing, is putting themselves in between ICE and the immigrants. They lied. No shocker there, but they lied. They lied to the American people, and they said all of these Mexicans and all of these Venezuelans are being dumped out from prisons and insane asylums. And that's Donald Trump confusing asylum seeker with insane asylum. And now everyone in his fucking 4-point IQ group of MAGA red hats believes that they actually came from insane asylums when they didn't. They didn't. So friends, I want you, if you are willing and able and capable, if you find yourself at a location where ICE is there, please put your body between them. Help them get away. I mean it. Where it's time for some radical change. The people following them and documenting them and getting in between them and ICE, I commend you so much. I commend your strength, your bravery, your allyship. These are not criminals. These are not people from insane asylums. These are not gang members. These are hardworking people, old people, elderly people, children, and the vile, heartless, soulless gutter snipes that are ICE have no love in their heart for their fellow man, regardless of the color of their skin. They are hateful, hateful, hateful. And we cannot let hate win. We cannot let it win, friends. What's happening in this country is vile and reprehensible, and I have no words. I feel like I'm in the in-between, or we're in the upside down. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. And we need a leader. We need one voice to unify us. We need that. And I don't know where that comes from. I don't know who that's going to be, but we need one really bad. We need a unifying voice to mobilize, to organize, and to make this regime go away. That's what we need. So friends, I want to thank you for tuning in today and hearing what I have to say. I hope that I speak for a lot of you. I hope that sometimes just my venting gives you a place to vent to, a place to unload your anger, your sadness, your pain for what's happening in this country, because Donald Trump stole this election. I'll never, ever unbelieve that from what I've seen. He stole this election from Kamala Harris, and I believe that he's getting away with it because there are men in the Democratic Party who did not want to see a black woman as the president, because we are getting pushed back from every single Democrat in elected office. Every single one does not want to admit it or believe it, but we're going to make them. We're going to make them. So thanks to the ETA, as always. Remember, we're blacking out the system. November 25th through December 2nd, we're blacking out the system. We're not buying. We're not shopping. We're not doing shit. We're going to flatline Cyber Monday and Black Friday. We're going to flatline it. Share the words, friends. Share the gospel. And make sure you partake. Let me know in the comments, are you taking part in the mass blackout November 25th through December 2nd? And if you're getting to D.C. anytime between today and the 22nd, let me know. D.C., there's a huge rally going on, huge protest taking place over 3 days, and they want you there. So get there if you can. Much love to you and yours, and find your community. Stay locked, arm in arm. We are stronger together, friends. One last thing, friends, please remember that everything I do here, I do for free. All of the information I put out for free. I'm not hired by anybody. I'm not paid by anybody. So if you'd like to give a donation, you can do that at the end. I will provide you with the QR codes for my Cash App and my Venmo, and they're always in the link tree in the bios of all of my social media. So anything you donate, I greatly appreciate. It goes right back to the family for groceries and bills. So I love you all. Have a great weekend.